Not everything that hurts you disappears when it ends. Some things wait, some things grow quiet, and some things return wearing a different face. Karma does not rush, it observes, and when the timing is right, it speaks without words. Most people think karma is loud. They imagine dramatic apologies, public regret, or instant consequences. But real karma does not work that way. Real karma is subtle. It does not punish. Conscience. It shows people who they became when they chose convenience over conscience, comfort over courage, ego over truth. And by the time they realize what they lost, there is no audience left to witness it. This is not about revenge. It is not about watching someone suffer. And it is not about waiting for life to pay anyone back. It is about understanding how karma truly works, emotionally, psychologically, and quietly, especially in relationships. Because the truth is, karma does not always return someone to you. Sometimes it returns clarity. Sometimes it returns self-awareness. And sometimes it returns a version of them that must live with the consequences of who they chose to be. If you have ever wondered why someone who hurt you seems fine on the outside, why life did not immediately correct the imbalance, or why your pain felt heavier than their actions, stay with this. Karma may already be moving, just not in the way you expected. 1. Karma begins inside. Long before it shows on the outside, karma begins within. It does not start with consequences. It starts with discomfort. When someone betrays their own values, their intuition does not disappear. It goes quiet. And in that quiet, something unsettles them. At first, it is subtle. A restlessness they cannot explain, an unease that follows them into moments that should feel fulfilling. They may look happy. They may move on quickly. They may even convince themselves they made the right decision. But inside, a split forms. One part of them moves forward, building a life that looks acceptable, logical, even successful. The other part stays behind, holding the emotional truth they refuse to face. Living divided like this is exhausting. It drains their energy, their presence, their peace. This is where karma begins its work, not by taking something away, but by reminding them of what they abandoned. Through comparisons they never meant to make, through moments that feel strangely empty, through the realization that no matter how much they gain, something essential is missing. Karma does not need to interfere externally when internal conflict is already doing the work. And most profoundly, they rarely connect this discomfort to you. They call it stress, timing, life pressure. But deep down, their body remembers the moment they acted against their own truth. Karma, patient and precise, allows that memory to rise in waves until avoidance no longer works. This is why karma is not dramatic. It is inescapable. So now 2. Time does not erase karma, it refines it. People believe time heals everything, that distance dulls emotion, that moving on erases consequences. But karma works differently. Time does not erase emotional truth, it distills it. When the noise fades, when distractions lose their shine, when life slows just enough, what remains is honesty. At first, they stay busy. They replace, they distract. They convince themselves growth means forgetting, but eventually the silence returns. And in that silence, patterns emerge, why certain moments feel hollow, why achievements fail to satisfy, why connection feels thinner, less alive. This is karma sharpening its message, not punishing, clarifying. What they lost was not just a person. They lost alignment. They lost the version of themselves that lived with integrity and emotional honesty. Karma does not rush because it does not need to. It waits until a person is still enough to feel. And when that realization arrives, it lands softly but permanently. I knew better, and I did not listen. 3. Why karma looks silent. From the outside, it can seem unfair. You see them smile again, move on, build a life that looks untouched, and you wonder, how did they walk away and feel nothing while I carried everything? But karma does not perform. It does not announce itself. It works where no one is watching. It settles into quiet spaces, the pause after laughter, the silence at night, the moments when distraction runs out. It waits until the heart is exposed. Then it speaks, not as punishment, but recognition, a heaviness they cannot explain, a longing without a name, memories replaying without invitation. Slowly they understand. What they escaped was not responsibility. It was truth. Karma does not break people. It softens them. It shows the cost of ignoring intuition, the weight of abandoning emotional honesty, the ache of choosing comfort over courage. And when this realization arrives, it cannot be undone, only felt, only learned from. 4. What karma gives back to you. While they wrestle with echoes of regret, you move in the opposite direction. You heal. You rise. You become someone they could never contain. Karma is patient and poetic. It rewards integrity, the courage to honor your heart, the wisdom to walk away from what was not aligned. Your peace becomes undeniable. Your growth becomes visible, even if they never say it. Your life becomes living proof of what they walked away from. They feel it in quiet glimpses. A memory that stings, a success that reminds them of your strength, a connection they cannot replicate. This is karma's soft justice, not loud, not vengeful, but profound. You did not chase, you did not manipulate, you became whole, and their own choices returned the weight of what they lost. 5. When karma meets truth. There comes a quiet moment when the world slows enough for truth to be felt. Not punishment, recognition. They notice the absence, the trust you offered, the patience you gave, the authenticity you lived, and they realize it was not just you they lost, it was the reflection of their own integrity. Karma does not need to act loudly when awareness itself becomes unbearable, and while they wrestle with absence and regret, you stand free. Because karma honors those who stay true. You chose integrity. You honored your heart. You became whole, and that wholeness is your quiet victory. Karma does not always return people, but it always returns clarity, understanding, peace. So take a deep breath. Release the need for revenge or apology. The most profound justice is already in motion. The return of truth, the return of alignment, and the return of your unshakable peace. If this message resonated with you, let it remind you of your strength and trust the path you are walking. If you're ready to choose peace, comment, "I choose myself." Like this video if you're done questioning your sensitivity. Subscribe if you want reminders that love should feel safe, steady, and whole, not something you recover from. You're not late. You're right on time.